shot into his upper hull. Hey guys, Worm here. I have two great replays today to show you. The first one is in the Chinu, the tier 5 Japanese medium tank, here on West Field in a tier 5 tier 4 game. First thing I like to do in my medium tanks generally on this map is to either go here in the middle. You get good shots either across here, or you can shoot at the heavies who poke on this hill right here. Or I like to go down here in my faster tanks. Unfortunately, the Chinu is not very fast, so I like to go here initially. And I can already see that we're probably going to lose this north side here. Generally, what I see on this map is either one side, you know, bum rushes it down one line, and then the other goes down this line, vice versa, and then TDs generally like to sit up here or right here in the bushes. So in my mediums, I like to initially go here or here. Just there's some good bushes here to work, or maybe if you have good camo and your team pushes up, you can work some bushes here in your light tanks. So initially here, just gonna be patient, looking around, seeing if anyone makes a mistake here and I can get an easy shot into them. Our Hetzer unwisely pushes up to here where he had no support, pushing into multiple TDs here, and dies. First guy spotted is this ELC.
Penetration.
Unfortunately, he pushes up here a little too far, and he gets spotted by probably a Lux here. So I get two good shots into him, and then I immediately notice that this side is definitely lost. KV1 here was alone. Should have realized on the minimap that he was alone and potentially fall back to here, or maybe to one of these buildings here. So unfortunately, we're already down 2 tanks. And then we can see a lot of their mediums are right here, camping that hill there. So I'm just trying to see if I can get some side shots into them. Okay, trying to focus down.
Critical hit.
My thinking here is I'm not shooting these guys here because I want to help finish off this flank quickly so that these guys can help fall back and help us defend against these guys, because I know these heavies will take a while to push through. So I want to help finish this flank off quicker, or at least more quickly than if I wasn't helping. So there, I get spotted, a little bit of tunnel vision on my part.
The engine is damaged.
Eat a shot from the M8.
One of our tracks is damaged.
And a bunch of shots whizzing by my tank there. Definitely have to get off that ridge, get unspotted. I'm gonna work this bush here to hopefully not get spotted while poking through here and shoot. There I get spotted, most likely by the Hetzer. I think the bush on my left was still transparent, so I got spotted through there. Now just trying to see if I can spot this Excelsior while he tries to flank. Don't give enough lead on that shot, so unfortunately don't hit that shot. There, spot the Hetzer. Misses his shot. I know his shell velocity is very slow on that 105. Dirt gun he's using. Wait till I get unspotted and then poke this bush again. Wait until my binos get activated. And I know that there's a wall there that I can shoot through. So unfortunately bounce off that heavily armored 60 millimeters of top armor, or frontal hull armor he has, upper plate armor. Trying to see if I can hit that KV1, but he has very, very good armor, so Not going to be able to penetrate him there. Seeing if I can find a shot on him. Fortunately, it looks like his entire tank is yellow. There, get a nice pen on his side of his turret there. Firing some gold premium rounds there. Just even with the premium rounds on this tank, I can't reliably go through his tank. So now switching to the Excelsior. Waiting for my Binus to activate so I can spot him again. Now he's showing me his flank. They're not sure where that shot went. Finish off the Excelsior. Now focusing down the lightly armored tanks, just trying to get rid of the guns and actually shoot tanks I can pen. Get a nice shot into his upper hull. A little tunnel vision there. Hetzer bum rushes me. Luckily he doesn't hit me there. Would have lost around 300 HP there. And I know I can beat his reload, so go forward and take a nice shot into him. And now I'm hoping that these guys on the ridge here can help me out. Hopefully they can assist me in killing this Hetzer. He's proxy spotting me. And I know if I hook up to this bush and I get proxy spotted by him, I know that these guys will have side shots onto me. So all about mitigating the number of enemies you're exposing yourself to. There I poke through, spot him. Notice I didn't get spotted there, so I know I can push into this bush here. Takes me up until all the way up there to get spotted. And I finish off the Hetzer. Have 4 kills here, but we still have a long ways to go to finish and win this game. There was a little sliver of green on his upper front casement there. Upper front hull, I guess.
Penetration.
They're taking shots at the BDR. I know it can penetrate him. Here I make a mistake. Big mistake here. Pushing into this M8 and this KV1 in the middle of a crossfire between these two guys. Not a very smart move, so I wisely back off. And luckily our guys here, or maybe this T-34, finishes off the KV1. And here I'm yelling at our team here to stop camping, especially this KV1. I really need his assistance here. I'm running low on ammunition, you can see here. So I know I can't win this game by myself. Matilda makes a big mistake here, pushing into a crossfire between me and this Panzer IV. Unfortunately, I guess he didn't really have an option because he's in such a slow tank. I guess he didn't want to make his way all the way up here, use these bushes up here, or I guess cross over here and use bushes here, maybe spot here. But I think in hindsight, his best move was to just camp and, wait, because, this BDR is pretty much good as dead. And if this M8 and this Matilda, find some good defensive locations here, or here, they might be able to draw out the game a little bit longer, or, who knows. But luckily for us, he makes a big mistake there. So now it's all about just hunting this M8 and this BDR. There I realized I could have shot him there, so I thought I might be able to get a shot moving forward a little bit more, but unfortunately I couldn't get a shot there, so I moved back to this little dip in the hill and I finish off the BDR. So, a great win there. And let's take a look at the next replay.
80,000 impressions later.
Would you please stop imitating me? It is starting to get very annoying.
Alright, here's our second game. Here on Steps. In the Tier 6, Cheeto. The next tank up. And I'm not sure if you can notice, but I'm in the... I have a stock configuration here. I believe the only thing I upgraded was the top gun here with free XP. Here in a tier 6, tier 5 battle. So, luckily matchmaking realized that I was stocked with, I believe I have a 90% crew here. So, working with not the best setup. The stock engine on this tank is quite sluggish. I actually had pretty decent stats in this tank, and with the ×4 weekend, I was able to get to the next tank, the Chi-Ri, I believe, in I think it was 6 battles. So it didn't take me that long with the ×4 and the boosters. So here we spot the M7 here. I don't know what took him so long to get to that position, so we take a nice shot into him. And generally, I think on this map, unless I'm in a tank with heavy armor or decent mobility, I won't push down either line. I like to come here and snipe at these typical TD locations initially, and then wait for the battle to develop, see which flank is gonna need some support or which flank is gonna push, so I can help push that flank.
Enemy is hit.
Here we spot the Leopard. Get 2 good shots into him. Take a bad shot there. I thought he was gonna continue reversing. And then, I don't know, RNG just sent that shot to the moon. So, slow game. I'm looking at the map here and I see that they have a huge force of heavies here that are probably going to push through here and win this flank. So, just waiting here. I can see that our KV2, KV1, and Churchill, we have 3 heavies who are in not so useful positions. One of them being the KV2, a top tier heavy. Probably should have pushed with this T150 or maybe pushed over here. At least helped. But
Enemy is hit.
I'm just sitting here sniping. Especially being a stock tank, I know I'm not really at full capacity. So just trying to play it safe here at the beginning. And now I really noticed that I think I'm gonna need to try to support these guys here. So I'm gonna flex over, trying to urge my team to figure out one flank or the other. Either go through the middle, help these guys push, or come back here and help defend. I probably should have made this push earlier, and the Skoda tells me to fall back. And I'm thinking,
We didn't even
do I want to fall
scratch
back
them.
because I have a tier 6 Yak Panzer 4 here and an IKV out. I kind of want to help them out, but then I realize I have the stock configuration. I'm too slow. If I go down here, I'm going to be trapped down here, and I won't be able to get out. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 3 here. I know I can't win that, especially if our KV2, I want to make sure I can try to get him in the battle, or at least help. So I know there's a very good position up here with some good soft cover and a nice ridge line I can shoot down here and defend from. So I'm going to try to make my way up there. Hopefully I can get there in time. And that's one of the biggest things about World of Tanks that I've learned in my 26,000 battles, is that the biggest thing is about reading the map and knowing when's the best time to push, or when's the right time to push, and when's the right time to fall back and defend, right? Luckily, our IKV friend realizes that he can't fight, a TOG, an OI, an OI experimental, and a Type 58. They're all higher tier than him. So here
Enemy armor is hit.
we spot this Type 58.
Enemy armor
Get some
is
nice
damaged.
side shots into his turret. He, I guess, realized a little bit too late that you can't really push this side with someone in my position and where the KV2 is.
Penetration.
So getting some nice shots in this light experimental.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Unfortunately, don't pen him there.
Critical hit.
Switching to some PCR rounds
Penetration.
just to try to go through this heavily armored
They're knocked out.
Japanese heavy tank. And then here comes another full HP OI.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Didn't go nowhere near where I shot that or aimed it. But luckily it goes through. You can see the 90% crew here
Penetration.
not working as I would hope. But we have a good defense with here with this KV2. KV2 puts a nice meaty shot into that OI. And the OI wants to return fire.
We didn't even scratch them.
But luckily for me, it's pushing out a little bit too far. Showing me the side of his turret and I finish him off. So a lot of premium rounds fired there, and I think rightfully so. There's no way my standard rounds are going to go through the front of that OI. And unfortunately, being a stock tank, I can't really flank him easily. If I tried to, I would get spotted and most likely eat a huge AP shell or HE shell from him and be crippled. So now this game is looking like a firm victory, so just trying to move forward and see if I can get some nice tog farming. This Cromwell is getting some nice farming on that tog. Unfortunately, I'm a little too slow to the trigger. You can see how slow this tank is with the stock engine. There, I almost crashed my tank, but luckily I don't do that, so live to fight another day. And slowly moving here at 26 kph. Yeah, I think after this game I got enough experience, so I just got the next engine because I was like, this is way too slow for me. This is supposed to be a medium tank, not a heavy tank, and I don't have any armor. So I believe I get the top engine after this game, realizing how slow the stock engine is. There, fire a nice clutch shot into the Sturv's turret. Finish him off. And now it's all about just cleaning up. I think he's probably up on this OP hill defending position with the bushes, so I'm just gonna try to make my way through there. See if we can speed this up a little bit. Finishes off one of our heavies, and there he is. So
Penetration.
he wasn't where I thought he was, but in the general area.
Penetration.
And our teammate finishes him off. So, 2 great rounds. One of the tier 5 and one of the tier 6. Hopefully I will have some good gameplay in the tier 7. That autoloader is pretty fun. Unfortunately, I've had some pretty bad matchmaking where I believe I have like a 25% win rate in that tank. It's ridiculous. Just bad team after bad team. So let's take a look at the post-game stats on these 2 games.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so our first game in the Chi Nu, it was a ace tanker, 1600 damage, 5 kills, 1036 base experience, and we had fire effect and fighter. Our T-34 on our team had a really great game as well. And then this M8A1 on their team also had a great game. The BDR on their team did amazingly well. And unfortunately, they had a lot of people who kind of got caught out and our team as well. Didn't really do much for our team, so really a 6-person game, if I could say that. 44 shots fired, 22 hits. So we hit only half of our shots. That's because most of our shots were from, far distances. And I don't know, I find this tank very inaccurate and not very fun to play, I guess. I mean, it's just a tier 5 tank, so 980 spotting. So sitting on that ridge line with our binos activated helped us a lot, and we fired a lot of premium ammunition at that KV-1 and the Excelsior, so we lost 11,000 credits even with a premium account.
6.5 hours later.
Here in our Cheeto, we had a second class. We had 1,800 damage, so we were second on damage. Cromwell had almost 200 more damage than us. And we were second on experience. Let's see, Cromwell, me, the T150 did well, and the Jagdpanzer 4 had a really good game, farming all the heavies that were pushing on that side. 39 shots fired, 21 hits. That's what I've noticed with these Japanese tanks, is that they're fast firing, they have low alpha. So, you fire a lot of shots, you miss a lot of shots. And especially my first game with the 90% crew and stock configuration, I guess that's to be expected. 1,800 damage, 1,400 from more than 300 meters. So I found that a lot of times in my low tier Japanese mediums, I'm sniping a lot from the back of the map. I find that it's definitely not a frontline tank, not really a flanker because of the limited mobility. So traveled about 2 kilometers, and we also lost credits this game, firing all those gold rounds into the OI and the OI experimental. So that's it for today. Want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of the Japanese medium line? I've heard a lot of good things, seen a lot of good replays of the STB1, so I'm excited to eventually get up there, but that's it for me. War Room out.